What? Let me just turn this down. How you doing? Mysterious. We seem to not be going up over here. Oh no, we're up. We're up. We're good. We're chilling. Woohoo. Alright, well. I got nothing to say. I'm a bit late, but it's fine because I was late. Well, I mean, I wasn't really late yesterday. I didn't really plan for anything to happen yesterday, is the thing. But anyway. Not yesterday, Saturday. Whatever, who cares? You know what I'm saying. I have a vague concept of what I'm putting down. Hey. Excuse me. Hello? One moment, please. The game audio isn't working. Is that... because we're fools? What's going on? Is it... oh, is it actually? That's the fallback, please. What should I use to test the audio? Probably Minecraft if I had to get. Are you kidding me? I closed out the game. Okay. I'm just trying to make it. Hopefully that fixed it. There you go. Alright. Boop. There we go. Oh, wait. Maybe not those things. There we go. That's better. Do I have my bed on me? I don't. Hell. In any case. For a coal. Yay. I love coal. Oh wait, whatever, it's fine. We don't have to play the right list every time, you know. The Minecraft list is at best. Because it ain't the actual Minecraft song, so there's it. I mean, I guess they don't get claimed. They do get flagged for copyright. Well, they don't get claimed, which is strange. Well, no, that makes sense. Unless I'm just reading it wrong. Whatever. Point is, I don't want to deal with that. Listen, until I know what I'm dealing with, which is gonna take time that I don't want to dedicate. I ain't touching that stuff. That's a bad thing to say out loud, I just realized, because it's gonna encourage people to do it. Oh well. It's not like I'm making a living off of this, so I can do whatever I want. Hey, I don't know. Well, no, I know why I'm not using my diamond because I would rather enchant it first, and we just need paper for that. So we're waiting on that paper. I don't need you, but I would like you. I might have been over ambitious by already grabbing like wooden planks down here. Or bringing them anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I don't actually have the entire space dug out to make the hole. But rest assured, we shall dig ourselves a decent little hole. This also works great as a way to resource grind because I don't know how much stone I'm gonna want in the future series, but around here is a comfortable amount, you know. The amount that I'm gonna be getting from digging this large of an area. It's a pretty good amount. All right. I think I give it 1 as room, and then that's it. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we got the center here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that chest minecart is on the 6th. Yep, and we got 1 block. Fuel. Hey, we did do something-ish. Kind of, sort of. Not really, though. Okay. And then we're gonna hollow out this side first, because I can. Because I want to. Because I desire it. Now, I have more iron for more iron pickaxes, but I also have more diamond for more diamond tools. And I keep being so, what's the word? Resident? Resident? Is that the word? Reticent? There we go. Reticent to use diamond tools. But you know what? I think it's going to massively speed up this process. Although, again, I would like to do it when it's, oh, well, I guess we took a screenshot too. I doubt that I'm going to be able to get that. I keep meaning to do it, but I just have no time anymore, which is fine. Again, this ain't my livelihood, so I don't gotta dedicate nearly as much time to make everything look perfect. I can take my time with this. I'm gonna regret this because it's not gonna be fully like repaired for enchant unless because it's gonna take me a while to get stuff enchanted, right? Unless, right? I keep this on the side, and then when we have another one that breaks, or it's probably just gonna be easier to let this one be consumed fully. But I am glad I'm breaking my old habits of not using diamond stuff until it's perfect. Listen, I need to chip out this. Eventually we'll get there. Eventually we'll get to the hole. But first we need to open up the platform area to the hole. And, you know, I think I overshot with how big this area needs to be, but it's better to overcut than undershoot. Yes. Listen, if you shoot for the moon and you reach the stars, you've wasted billions of taxpayer dollars by by sending something to a mission that it can't be returned back to. But you did cut yourself a lot of light years out of time, so by managing to do that in the time it was supposed to take to the moon, so maybe your boss won't fire you yet, as long as you can recreate those results. That's a movie plot there. Like a direct to DVD. Well, I guess DVDs aren't really a direct to streaming service, right? Well, a lot of actually good movies are direct to streaming service. What's the new like? What would be the new name for movies that are just bad, but they're still produced and made by a company? Like, because it used to be direct to DVD, be the general. Again, I'm not saying all movies that were direct to DVD were bad, but I'm just saying, if they went to direct to DVD, usually oh no, I didn't mean to do that and waste some pickaxe. 1, 2, 3, 4. But like generally they were of a lesser quality because they didn't spend the whole like advertising campaign to get them on the big screen, you know? But you know. You know, you know, you know. Indeed. Dirt. My arch nemesis is I don't have a shovel like a fool. And I have a bow and well, I mean, I guess a sword and a bow isn't the worst thing in the world because there's a cave nearby-ish on the other side, but it's nearby-ish, so that might be a problem-ish. Maybe. You never know. You never know what can be hiding in the holes of the walls. That you haven't mined out yet, that is. Never know. Oh my goodness, this diamond pickaxe is amazing. It's gonna be gone before I know it, and it's gonna take so long to get this again. But we can get it again, is the main thing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me add one extra layer for security's sake. And mine this out. La 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 la. And well, man, the chunk might not be loaded, so maybe not. But hopefully all that stuff's growing. All the sugar cane, because I would like to have a sugar cane, or books, or enchanting. Oh, I've been reading about what is it? I've been reading about medieval, because like again, I'm not trying to get it to be exactly like a one-to-one medieval utilities because I keep saying this even though it doesn't matter to anybody, but I'm trying to take this from the approach of how would, if there are people living in a Minecraft world, like how would they have their stuff operate, but just go for a theme of medievalness, you know? Anyway. I'm crazy, but what is it? But what did in fact happen when I was doing this is that I learned that so medieval cities, the ones like when they were, because like medieval cities were usually walled off, right? And I think we're gonna go for something that's probably more of a town because I don't have the resource collection nor the time scale nor the time span to do a full city. So we'll just do a town. But usually when medieval cities were walled, it was to protect the manufacturing inside of those cities, right? Because those cities had these, or not these, had the had very valuable like skills, trade, and goods that they wanted to defend. Supposedly, this is from a book that I'm reading. I'm reading another book right now. Also, it doesn't. What is it? It doesn't refute the points. There we go. That's a smart sounding word. So we're gonna go ahead with this, but the idea is that city walls were built to protect the trade with inside, and there was, I guess, what they're called furloughs, like just outside city walls, where because stuff might be more pricey inside, you know, just outside the city, people would start building like homes and inns and all that stuff. So more a bit of a service economy based on the outside of the city, right? Or just on the outskirts anyway, just outside the walls, right? Because you'd have to pay the toll to get in, you'd have to pay the taxes, and it might just be cheaper to be outside of all that. And so it's just very interesting stuff. And then also some cities were, I mean, it's not like they didn't have any city planning, but tended to grow more organically. So, well, roads and whatnot, usually by the roads, like the marketplace and the roads were the heck? When did I do that? Where'd this come from? When did I do this? Hello? When did I do this? I don't know when I did this. I don't remember. That's an awful lot of cobblestone too. I don't remember when I did that. Might have oh, that makes a lot more sense. I see now. Well, it's a good thing that we're aligned at least. That's good. But yeah, oh yeah, and then so like the marketplace would be right outside the walls, because that's where the heavy traffic was, or just inside the gates because that's where all the heavy traffic was. So naturally over time, these the streets and whatnot widened slightly for the more like prosperous towns at the front of the gates, so that people would so that of course it would be easier to get your goods in and out and going, you know. You know. You know. Anyway, I have an idea. Get your butt back on there. Okay, we're gonna mine this. We're going to actually go here, and we're gonna actually go here, and then we're gonna be a fool and break this, and then we're gonna open this up, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna have this ready to go. When we need to. So we're just gonna put the cobblestone away, and then we're gonna actually break this because we're gonna put more miscellaneous things in here because it's gonna become a chest card. Hooray! Yes, and this we're gonna put gravel in and this in, and then this one too. Yes, indeed. All right, back to it. Yeah, but it's I don't know. It's very interesting how, you know, these things, because usually industry nowadays is on more of the outskirts of an area, because of the I guess the general impact it would have on the area inside, right? Because manufacturing is a lot more invasive than you know, being not invasive, but like requires a lot more materials and has more impact on the environment than it did back then. So it's a bit more prevalent to have what is it at the time to have your industry and then your home near home, where home is the same place where you live, because again materials for building homes is expensive, and home and the space within the city itself is limited. And then also like in the area kind of like I guess between gate walls, right, was usually residential, and even though or early on it was kind of neglected because it wasn't where the main focus of stuff was, but as time, and it was kind of out of the way, you have to go out of your way to go there, and again cities were more, I get this is all me paraphrasing from books that I've read. I'm no historian, you know, but it went on to describe how but eventually, as cities became much more prominent in the medieval era, and I guess the wealthy and well-to-do started to move in, who could afford having multiple homes and whatnot, like multiple spaces of work and homes and all that. I guess the gentry. There we go. They started to have lavish homes within these areas because I guess the land was cheaper and it was much easier defendable because it would be outside of where the traffic was. So if you had this precious heirlooms in your home, it would be not less, it would be more trouble to have them stolen. If you were at the far reaches of the city where the roads might not be as accommodating for heavy foot traffic. Which is interesting. It's all interesting. And then and then so like what is it? Towns would be I guess not towns, but for Lowe's, it was if they got enough prominence and had enough like economics going through them, would eventually I guess kind of if they became valued enough and the people there were raised enough of a stink about it, they would all eventually get like an addition of the wall added into that area if it was deemed not profitable enough, but you know, deemed able to by I guess the council or the lord of the city or whatever. And then there's also guilds, right, who specialized in the trade because were particularly within the cities because again, cities were industry and the guilds were tradesmen who were making a lot of goods. and where I guess what industry was at the time, making specialized goods was being more a tradesman than a factory, because that makes sense. But you know, it's all interesting history, you know? Exploratorial. Oh, we're chewing through this thing, guys. But it's also chewing through the walls, so I'm not complaining. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take like 4 diamond pickaxes. Or like, not this, maybe 5. Jeezums. Man, I knew what I was getting into because I've gotten into it every single time I've played a world like this, but holy crap, man. Keep forgetting how much effort. It also doesn't help that I think I've made this room a lot bigger than my other rooms that I've made. Maybe not the second. Or the third time I was doing this, but definitely this time. Not this time. Yes, this is the biggest hole that I've dug this go round, so that is a real fact. Real fact of life here. I wonder. Oh man, oh right, so I guess I think up there we're gonna have walls, but it's not gonna be like these giant elaborate walls where you like they have like towers at the doors and towers every evenly spaced and yada yada. But I'd like to have the what is it? I would like to have I'd like to have the world really just blow up. No, but I would like to kind of make the town with that, where like this is, so we have like little, so in every biome I plan to have an outpost, and I plan to make those outposts like little villages, you know. But because we have actual villages with villagers here, it's gonna be where it's popping, you know. So yeah. Also, I can't breed villagers until a few updates from now, so whoop-dee, you know? Whoop-dee-da. Whoop-dee-doo. Alright, everybody, whoop-dee-doo. I'm running. Well, I'm not, I mean, no, I am running low on bread. That's not a lie, I'm running low on bread. Mostly on account of the fact that I have 3 left, so probably got 1 more day-night cycle left. And that's 1 more. I do wonder how I guess medieval agriculture worked, you know? Spaced out and all that stuff. Like, if there was an invading force, I know that they'd probably be like within the realm of a village, right? But villages were a lot more decentralized, you know? Or I guess, yeah, villages are a lot more decentralized because you have people living far out. But I wonder how far out would be still considered within the, I guess, the parish of an area, because they don't, I mean, they didn't have cars like we do today, so I wonder what was considered a viable area for where a village would, like, what is it, somebody would be like between 2 villages, and how far, I guess the general like distance between the average distance between a village. And a knot. Oh, I got it. Put away my stuff because I'm running low on space. Do 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 do. Dum dum dum. Dum dum. Doom doom doom. Doom doom. I can craft some sticks. 2, 3, 5. That's not. Well, that was 5. Never mind. I'm not crazy. You're crazy for thinking I'm crazy. That's what's crazy. Crazy. Crazy town. Craziness. Madness. Hmm. La 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 la. Now, normally I would dig that the gravel out so I don't fall down mysteriously one day. But right now, I just kind of want to get the hole going, so we're gonna just kind of gloss over that until it becomes a bigger issue later. Hmm. Itchy bitchy bit. I will do this so the torch doesn't go away, so we don't lose the light of the tunnel. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness, I've. Oh, I love this diamond pickaxe. It's not gonna last me even this whole segment. It's not gonna last me, but it is beautiful while it's lasting. It's so fierce. It's so fierce. La di da di da. La di da di do. Did they? I forget. When did they release Sniffers? Was it the most recent update? Because I know that's been in the workshop for a long time. I am kind of disappointed that Sniffers just sniff out like decorative flowers, and they have not much function beyond that. I mean, because like turtles have their special eggs, rabbits, I guess. I don't know. If I wasn't wrong, wasn't the original like idea of the Sniffers to like sniff out ores or something? That's what I call sniffing. Am I crazy? I feel like that was a thing. Originally, I think, anyway. I don't know. I guess they also have their eggs, which is an interesting block, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it feels like a bit for how much work you got to put into finding a sniffer. It feels like a bit of a let. In my humblest of opinions. Opinions, really. All opinion. I've made it. This is Thriller. Thriller now. Nice. Now, I hear there's an episode of The Simpsons that guest starred Michael Jackson, right? But, and hear me out. What Michael Jackson did was asked the producers of the show, or the director, or the screenwriter, whoever, not to credit Michael Jackson directly, but instead, where did this come? I see. But instead, to credit them as somebody else. I forget what the name was. Something Fox. I'm not crazy. I don't know. To mess with their siblings, to mess with Michael Jackson's brothers, right? But we all know it was Michael Jackson's time traveling future self clone. Yes. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with that. But good joke. Good funny. Good funny. I respect the funny. I'm going to fill this in now. Because I can. Yeah, that's what I thought. A large area is now being removed. Slowly, painfully. But nevertheless removed because I don't have enough. Well, I probably have some sand. Maybe I could improve my life with using TNT to do this. I could do that with the hole. That would definitely help with the hole. But I'd have to go creeper hunt. I'd have to make a mob grinder. Every time. Listen, I understand it would probably be much more worthwhile expenditure of my like experience points or whatever to have them, I don't know, use what is it? Go into pickaxes and whatnot. But also at the same time, I really want feather falling so I can make a mob grinder, so I can make not no, so I don't have to. It's not a guaranteed death of mine if I make a mob grinder. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I've been trying to say. I do wonder what the upper limit of that is, and I know I could like go into another world and test it or look up at the wiki, but I kind of just want to. The moment I get like Feather Falling 4, I kind of just want to test it out here. Feather Falling 4 and Protection 4. Because apparently Protection also boosts the Feather Falling effect. So, apparently, allegedly, according to modern Minecraft's rules. I could probably check the wiki at the date of that I usually do when this game mode was out and it had been the next one was releasing later and everything would be more or less up to date, but I don't want to. You were wonderful while you lasted, Pickaxe. I hope you know that. You were amazing. How have I not encountered any iron? Period. How has this not happened to me? It's gonna feel so slow getting back to iron tools, but it's fine. It'll be what it'll be, and what it is, you know? Look at that, barely anything of a dent we made. Well, we made a sizable dent, actually. I'm exaggerating, obviously. All right, let's put you in here. Put you. Just make. We'll make another one. Boop, 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 boop. Another cobblestone chest cart. Woohoo! All right, there you go. There you go. And up we go because we are running low on bread. We gotta go check on our sugar cane. Swell. You know, I've never actually seen a stronghold in my... Well, no, wait. I, one time, accidentally, unintentionally, happened upon a stronghold in a Minecraft world, but I was very confused because I was using a texture pack, and none of the textures looked like Minecraft, so I thought it was maybe a mod glitch or something. Was it 1.8 when this happened? I don't know. It was a few years ago by now, but no. I'm just reminiscing. After all, I am an unk. I mean, again, it doesn't matter, but at least I think the one thing about the lily pads that help, like, what is it, put my mind at ease is that I don't have to worry about the what is it, seeds and wheat falling down now that there's a block there. So that's one thing off of my worry list. Doesn't absolve me of all my worries, but it's just it's all I need. Just la dee, la do, la dio deo mio mio you. Hello, darling, dearest. Hello, Charlene. Charlene. Charlene? Hello, Charlene. My brain's just making up noises. I guess Charlene's one of them. Strange. Truly strange. Truly mysterious. Yes. Yes. The inner mechanisms of my mind are an enigma. La da da. La da da. La da dee. La da da. La la la. I mean, I guess I understand the look that they're going for, but I do. There is a part of me that does miss like the old style of Minecraft graphics. I understand that the texture pack as it is now is a lot more artistic, a lot less, you know, jank, and it's a lot more, I guess, cozy. And yeah, I don't know, it's a lot more streamlined or whatever, but there is something very nostalgic about the way Minecraft used to, the way back when Minecraft used to be good, you know, how it used to look and stuff. But you know, you know. I'm very disappointed in you, little sprout. Very disappointed in you. But I won't heed you. I won't hinder your growth. No, no, no. I'll let you decide when you're ready to decide. Hmm. 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 Da da. Dum 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 da da. Uh-huh. Boop, 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 boop. A lot of beeps and bloops, you know? Alright. Now the question is, do I waste all of my diamonds? Do I waste all of them on pickaxes? I think I can until I get to obsidian. I can't. But so I will craft one more pickaxe, but I'll keep it in reserve because we only have so many diamonds. And there's no guarantee we're gonna get a lot more, so. I guess I could also do it with a shovel. Shovel. Another shovel. Some shovel, yeah. Some shovel action. Axe is gonna be useful if in case we get too deep. Alright, and I'm just gonna grab a lot more iron. Alright. Do I want to expand my little farm there? I think I should. While I'm up on the surface here. My little, sugarcane farm. No. I wanted lily pads, that's right. Lily pads, there we go. Look at this, thank you. Now, I wonder how big is big enough for me and my purposes here. So, I'm just gonna fill this out. It could just be up to the wall over here, because for some reason I have the desire to keep this like a road going this way, so... But then again, it would also very much help if I had this... just like that. Yeah. 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 There we go. Okay. Okey dokey then. Indubitably. Yes. I can see now. Oh, well, I'm a fool now, aren't I? There we go. Okay. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, there we go. That's the one. Yes, okay. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go sleepy now. And I need another stack of dirt. Probably 2 stacks, but whatever. Oh, yeah. No. Alright, alright. 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 I understand that I have doomed you all to a life of likely starvation on account of the fact that I've taken your food and replanted none of those crops. But there's sugar going on outside the walls of the doors you can't open yet, so... I think we're even. Ow, my legs. I wanted dirt. I keep forgetting exactly why I go into places. I gotta think about the thing that I want to do before I go to a place so that I'm not wandering aimlessly. Give me this. There you go. There you go. Yeah, we'll go further out. I have no idea how far out I want to go, but I want this to be a sizable sized farm, so it's producing more than enough sugarcane when the time comes. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see. There's a pattern for me. Nope, that's... Did I break? I broke the pattern. I broke it. Whatever. There you go. It's like a staggered square. So that's... I see. I think I'm overthinking this. What are you doing in here? I'm sorry, bub, you can't trample these crops. They ain't trampleable. They're explodable, that's for sure, but not trampled. Unless you have a trampling permit. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Okay, I thought it was consuming this when I was using it. I was like, oh, that's bad. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Hmm. Okay, I gotta put a thing over you. I think this might be far enough in either direction. So I think this is a good rounding off point. Like having this line here, that's a good rounding off point. And then where we are right now over here is also a good rounding off point, though I will admittedly put a thing right here. 1, 2, 3, yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay. Cool. I don't know why it's so hard to do like visual calculus right now, but I guess visual calculus. I'm thinking of too much of Disco Elysium right now, but. So it is, so it is. And hey, we got a cactus. One cactus. One more cactus green. That's good. Pretty good. Yay. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I remember. I guess there's a bit of a running gag in the Pokemon. I guess it's anime. Does that count as an anime? Oh, I mean, I guess it is an anime. Anyway, but like a recurring gag in Pokemon that Team Rocket, if they were to play fair and by the rules, might actually succeed quite well. But the problem is they can't help but cheat. So they kind of undercut their entire attempts time and time again. That's fine. Yeah. Something like this. We're gonna do our best. It don't matter. But we're gonna do our best to make. Actually, this is a good stopping word for the line too. I think that it is. Yes. So I think we formulated a square that is competent enough for our purposes. Or I guess more of a rectangle, but a shape. We'll leave it at that. Okay, a shape. It has sides. It has an area. It has a perimeter. Okay, it counts as a shape. And ain't nobody gonna take that from me. Ain't nobody gonna take that from it. You ain't gonna take the fact that this shape is a shape, right? Ain't gonna steal that from us. This day of shapery. Boom. Okay. I need dirt. Or sand, rather. And I also need to craft diamond pickaxes, but that's fine. I can wait till I get back down to the mines for that. Dirt. I'm gonna put away the dirt. We don't need to worry about the dirt anymore. Okay. I will have to top off on water, but we're gonna put the lily pads away. This isn't lily. Oh, wait, this is lily pads. Then we're gonna put away the seeds, and then we're gonna craft. And we'll wait till that. That's right. But I want sand before I go. Go put you away. Okay. I think, isn't it good practice to leave like 2 spots away from the sand, like 2 spots away from the cactus? Isn't that a tried and true standardized method? There we go. I'll put it 1 away. Oh, and we'll start to get to work on this cactus farm. La 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 la. Boop, boop, boop. Top off our water bucket. And away back down to the stupid we go. The stupid hole that I keep getting obsessed with digging. I don't know what's gotten into me all the time, every time, all day, every day. It's got something to do with continuously digging down into a crevasse. All right. Let's get going. Huh? Huh? Yeah. All right. So I'm just adjusting myself at my desk to get more comfortable. And yeah, no, we'll just get going. I'm not too worried about losing the diamonds on account of the fact that this is a hardcore world, and if I lose my life, I lose the world. So who cares if if I die in lava and diamonds fall into the lava, right? Who cares? Who cares? Adventure is out there. Adventure won't wait for lava to despawn. Huh. I'm sure that's literally impossible. Unless it's not. I guess that's an interesting update they added that I was not aware of. I guess a gold pickaxe would be faster, but I don't have. I guess at this version of the game, it might be worthwhile to maybe invest in enchanting gold. Because it might be cheaper to get gold. I do know gold mines faster, and it enchants better, so it might be far more worth it to mine with gold. I think it mines faster. That part is unconfirmed in my head right now. And luckily I have a shovel, so I don't have to hand dig all this dirt away because that was annoying. Although it would be a lot less annoying if I had diamond tools. Or netherite tools. Netherite I don't think netherite actually digs faster, does it? I don't think so. What does toughness do? I don't know what toughness does for nether, because I know, I mean, there's armor, right? Diamond armor, but what does toughness do as an attribute? Is it just their way of, like, I don't know, increasing the armor level without changing how the armors affect the HUD? HUD? What does HUD stand for? Haptic user... Well, it's not haptic, that's for sure. Highlighted user down the diegetic. I don't know. I don't know game terms. I don't know game design. I just know how to play them. And I'm not even good at that. Who in their right mind would even think that I'd be good enough for that? Who put me up to Zoomst? Whomst made me attempt to define what HUD stands for. I could Google it. But I'm actually gonna Google something else a bit more prevalent. I'm gonna look up feather falling. Feather falling. There we go. Wrong wiki. That's the cruddy wiki. Here's the better wiki. Featherfall. No, that's a thing. Enchanting. Well, I wanted feather falling. Summary of enchantments. Feather falling. Feather falling. Feather falling. There we go. Reduces damage. Tell me about it. Yes. Usage. All forms of fall damage taken, even though fall damage normally ignores armor. This is not limited to falling from a great height either. Feather falling reduces damage taken from thrown ender pearls. Ooh. Or riding a mob that takes significant fall damage. Okay. Feather falling reduces damage taken crashing on the ground with an elytra. Interesting. But does not reduce damage from crashing into a wall. 12 times level. Okay, so we have level 4, then we have 48. 48 or so. Percent. Okay. Never mind, that's not blocks. Never mind. So you get a total maximum of 48%. Okay. It's gonna be further increased with the protect, so it can be, but is that how it was before? Damage reduction from protection, fire protection, feather falling, last protection stacks up to upper limit cap of 80%. Any further damage reduction normally occurs instead ignored. Feather falling cannot reach this cap alone. Oh, there we go. Let's see. If combined with multiple protection, well, multiple protections are mutually exclusive, no? Enchantments, the damage cap can be reached. This protection reduces the fall damage. Okay. Well, is that... There's cap level 7. Protection also reduces. To reach this cap, using only feather falling level 7 would need to be required, and is only possible with the commands. Okay, cool. Well, that's go figures, right? Let's see. Below lists how much fall damage taken from varying heights. I don't care. Let me look at the history. Added feather falling. Feather falling enchantment is now functional for horses. And that's the only update? Really? So protection's just been able to do that since the beginning of time? Yeah. Usage. Incompatibilities. Ah, yes, I see. Okay. Reduces damage taken from all sources except damage caused by hunger, a warden, sonic boom attack, the void, or kill. Oh, so it does help with falling. Ah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. What else do we got going on here? Intriguing, intriguing, intriguing. Why am I doing this again? Why am I doing this to gravel? I don't need to do this to gravel. Hmm. Well, man, I guess I started doing this, so I'm gonna finish it, right? I'm just gonna cap this all off with cobblestone. Non-falling cobblestone. Murderous cobblestone. We all know gravel just has that murderous intent trying to get you to fall to your doom or suffocate you in the wall. We all know this. Why do you think flint has a glint to it in the game, huh? It's inspired by the murder which it's committed. Alright. Boop 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 boop. Oh. Boop. Indubitable. Wow, 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 wow. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know why every time there's a moment of silence, I break out into a semi-song to figure out what I want to say next, but so that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. I think protection can be boosted up to 4, no? Well, we have the wiki open. Let's look at it. Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Hmm. Hmm. What is this? Maximum level is 4. I see. So theoretically, and I guess theoretically that would mean what? You can, if you have like, so it's like, what, 12 times the level? If you can get 8, would that be? It's capped at 80, which is, if I'm doing my math right, is technically possible, right? To get up to 80% reduction. Intriguing. Alright. Well, we did it. This is this area hollowed out. Now onto the entire other area. I do this to myself. I know this, but I don't like that I do this to myself. Sometimes I wonder if I problem. But you know, it'll totally be worth it when I make up the expenditure of iron that I'm putting into this. I mean, okay, it's admittedly going to be a lot more worth it. For the not needing to collect this much stone when I do need to collect this and having like a good supply of stone for a long, long, long time. Oh, hey, iron. Oh, this makes up for what? 3 iron pickaxes, a diamond pickaxe. Yeah, no. Oh, wait, I'm out of space. Yay. Alright. Let's put away our excess. Gravel, gravel, gravel. Iron. Where'd my water bottle go? I keep forgetting where I put it. It's always behind me, but I keep forgetting. So I'm going to put it behind me again. And this I'm going to say it out loud. So hopefully I don't forget. Cue me forgetting soon, but the hope is there. Alright, so we're 2 deep. We gotta go all the way to 6, and then we'll round the corner. We'll round the corner, everybody. It's gonna be a rounded corner. And then we can finally, I'm leaving that. Finally, start digging the hole. As I intended. All those streams ago. What stream are we on for this world? This would be like, what, stream 8 or something? For this world specifically? I gotta keep track of that. I know it's the 145th stream, 53 of this series, but I don't know what stream it is for this world specifically. Probably something I should keep track of, but I won't. That costs time, and time is money, and I don't like spending money. I do like wasting it on Minecraft, though. So. Not spending if you already have the game, right? Right? I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Do you ever just get a pang of regret every time you think about thinking about things? I do. I don't like thinking much. I prefer brain hole. Yes. And so this is gonna be, that's 4, I believe. No, that's 3. I'm just dumb. You see, when I was talking about brain hole. I think you know. I didn't have to let it. So, as best exemplified, not 5 minutes ago, I was starting digging and I had the number in my head 3. And then I forgot that I was only on number 3, but this is number 4, which means we have 2 left. We can round the corner and go that way. It really sucks that we're too far away to properly load in the stuff, but listen, the aesthetic is too good to not do it like this, okay? It's too good! It's too good. Alright, so then there's gonna be 5. Five. Then we stop at 6, but we don't go to that next number because that joke's getting on my last nerve. 2, 3, 4, 5. Anytime anybody makes that stupid number joke, I hit them with an 8, 9, 10 because they deserve it. They look at me with a face of agony. Probably more or less just like being mad at me that I ruined the joke, but they look at me, agonized by the torture I have wrought upon them because I said numbers after. The numbers after those 2 accursed numbers. They torment me time and time again, but I'll torment them back. I refuse to yield. I will not yield. I will not meme. You can't make me. This ain't no PewDiePie meme reviews. No. This is a zombie of somebody. Declaration of war against memery. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm declaring war on memes as a concept. We'll see. We'll see who memes who. I'm not gonna even broach that memory. It's a very funny ad from a very unique individual from a few years ago. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. When do they change the name of... it's the Nether update, right? When they made it like zombie pigmen became zoglins, and then they had pigments, and then they also changed the name of not the name. Yes, the name. Yeah, the name of Soul Sand to Soul Soil, because they had another Soul Sand became a different thing, I think, maybe. I don't think I'm crazy about that. No, I'm not that I'm not crazy about that, but I don't think I'm crazy about thinking that. But that's the thing. Hey, more iron, and this more evens out the expenditure here, but you know. If only we had the Diamond Efficiency 5 Unbreaking 3 tool here with us today. We'd be in the gravy already. But unfortunately, we're just gonna have to deal with the deviled egg salad. Or the egg salad, rather. Egg salad's pretty tasty. I might be smirching egg salad. I shouldn't do that. Deviled eggs are also pretty tasty. Why am I besmirching them by proxy? Eggs are pretty tasty. You have many a recipe that involves egg. There's a good chance somebody put an egg in there. The more you know, you know. The more you know. We will get there. We have to. It's the only way to be sure. The only way. I think we can also check off that we harvested a cactus today. That's good. That's a good one. And we're on like what day? Minecraft day 120 or something, or probably 110, given that I haven't been sleeping. So. Boop. Boop. Oh, just you hush now. Stop your complaining and all that. I mean, it's just iron, but iron's pretty useful at this stage in the game. There we go. Hello. Did I get any more? No more? Oh, wait, no, there's more. Kind of hidden, but there's more. Is there any more? More. I'd like some more, please. Pretty please. The cherry on top, please. Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll leave that there to surprise me because a slime spawned there. Yeah, no, that's what I'm excusing this as. For a slime chunk. It's gonna annoy me. Oh my gosh, I can't not fill that hole in. I don't know why the caves don't. Oh my gosh, I'm breaking even new blocks, and I'm breaking old blocks, and I'm breaking the same blocks that I shouldn't have broken. There we go. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Here. Well then, well then, well then. Hmm. Aha! Aha! Why is all the iron on this side of the room? Where was on the other side of the room? Jeez. I'm glad at least I'm getting it now. It's gonna help recoup the cost of all the iron that we're putting into this thing. But, you know. It do what it do. I think we're a little over the center line now. Yeah. Either that or we're exactly on it, which is gonna be funny. Oh no, not more gravel. I have to dig you up, gravel. No, there's and then because I want to, because it would be visually appeasing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, I'm actually at it. Okay. Well. Hmm. Indubitably. 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 Hmm. Well, we got 17. So that's what? We've expended maybe 4 normal pickaxes and, or not, I guess normal, yeah. Iron pickaxes and, whatnot. So I guess that kind of makes up for the iron part, but you know. I'm gonna. I mean, it's not like it's a mistake to dig the hole this away towards the center. It's gonna take time, which this whole thing is just time, and I gotta whittle down what I can, while I can, how I can, where I can, when I can, what I can, who I can. Not, no, maybe not who I can. Whittling people, I believe, is not a profession that people should be doing. Hmm. La 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 la. If only I had the time to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the world. Imagine if in our world we could just dig down to the core of the earth. Maybe we can figure out where my Legos went. Yes. Oh, I saw that they had Minecraft Legos, and I was just like, I see the crossover. I think it's a bit cheap, but you know, I see the crossover. I see it. Like with Star Wars games, listen, peak nostalgia for me. Peak nostalgia. Hmm. How far away are we, huh? Oh, that's how far away we are. Cool. That solves that problem. Question problem. Gonna be number 12 on the quiz, so I have a test coming up. Boo! I don't want a test. I don't want it. But I have to. Because I gotta do stuff for my license. It's fine. I don't want to, but I have to. I gotta study for it more. It's all gravy. Because that's what you want to be a proper electrical engineer. You want your FE license. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I don't gotta do it, but I want to. I need to. I have to? I know. I should. Because, I mean, it's just basically, I review what I already learned in college to then have this nice certificate that makes me seem a lot more nice on a resume. Hey, iron. 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 I don't know why. It was a silly thing, but I saw like a... What is it? I saw like a Minecraft, a Minecraft, like, not... Maybe it was a short. I don't know. I don't usually watch shorts. But it was like a Minecraft video where, like, the person was... What happens if I, X-ray, but only for, diamonds or whatever? Not diamonds, but only for, like, diorite. And, like, I mean, mild confusion ensued, I guess is the main thing. I didn't need to use my shovel for that, but I did. I do think, like, collecting flint from gravel is one of the more annoying aspects of this game, because it's just random. And, like, I don't like when you want to collect a resource, it being random on whether or not you get that resources versus the other thing to place down. I guess it's not that bad, but then on the fact that if you want to just collect gravel until you get Silk Touch, there's a good chance you won't have that gravel because, or you'll have all the gravel because some of it's become flint. So like you can make a block of flint or something. Really? Where? Oh, well, I mean, I guess I would. I need your eyes. Get over here. Come here. Come here. Where'd you go? Oh, don't tell me you went back to your home dimension. Come on. Fine. I guess I'm just too cool to be fought, you know? You know how it is. You know how it is. Alright, now let's try to round this off, huh? If I vaguely remember, Enderman could pick up cake. That was a thing that was going around, I guess. Yeah? Yeah. I vaguely remember that was a thing going on a few years back, so... That is gonna be an interesting conundrum in the end. I might... because I want to build like a sort of moon base in the end, I guess. Of sorts. Yes, the theme of this season is medieval because that's what Minecraft gives off the vibes for. So I would like to build a moon base in a medieval style out there. If that makes any sense. It must make sense. I thought of it. I knew it. I believed in it. Indubitably. Indubitably. Indubitabloons. You didn't think about that, did you? No, you didn't think about the balloons. Them balloons, you know? Oh my gosh, once we get to the... Man, I really want to kill the Ender Dragon, but I know you get insane amounts of experience from killing Ender and making the Ender farm, so I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's all up in the air. Because it might really, really help push me over the edge for getting those enchantments without spending my whole life. I mean, I guess... At the very least, we need to build the town, right? Or we do that, and then we can start picking off the other stuff one. Well, I mean, I guess it would be boring to watch. This is a big iron vein. Jeez, again, has all the iron just concentrated into this side and been ignored by the other side? Because that's a big iron vein. Yeah, no, that... I think that kind of covers the cost of the amount of iron that we've been digging out down here, so... Or used to dig out the area down here, so that's good. Hey, we made it, too. Yo, I made it. Yeah, what's going on? Indeed. Indeed. Indied. Indud. Imagining. Alright. Oh. Alright, and now we start chipping away at this wall. At this cube. Who invented this cube over here? Who spurned this into this reality? It must be removed. Yes, stored away for 1,000 years. Yes. Yes. Anyway. And now I need to craft another. That's not how that works. One moment, please. Okay. I'll put you in here too. I don't really need you. 1, 2. And another pickaxe for the pile. Another pickaxe for the mile. Man, the diamond pickaxe really allowed me to fill up my inventory. And this pickaxe isn't doing that for me. So, tragic, really, truly, honestly. Indubitably. Alright. Let's go get ourselves this iron. Now, you didn't see nothing because I didn't do nothing. Whatever you did or didn't see that I did or didn't do is all in your head. You're crazy. I like that. I like a little bit of crazy in this world. There's too much sensical going on. Look at this. Some loser, alright, rationally digging out a square. Block by block. Organization by organization. They ain't even doing any squigglies. Wavy lines. I'm going through this. I'm going through you. Hmm. You know, Ghostbusters 2 really is more or less just a slightly lesser version of Ghostbusters 1. It really is that, just at the end of the day. Except also, you know, I have Slimer and whatever his face is, the accountant working for him. It has most of the same characters, except Janine's a different person. That's right. I recall this. I know this. But it's more or less the same movie, right? I mean, I guess again the main big bad at the end is different, right? But you have the same characters, same love interests, like that they're still pining after each other. It's more or less the same movie, except just slightly, you know, slightly worse. Maybe by virtue of being more or less the same movie. But that's my opinion. Although, admittedly, I did watch it way more times than I ever watched Ghostbusters the original, so who am I to talk, right? But it's a fact of life, and I just put it out there, you know, put it out there in the world. Into the spite. The spite. This world has more than enough of its fair share of spite, and I'm just making my due quota of it, you know? Hmm. All right. That's one more layer down onto the next 40 billion. Woohoo! La 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 la. We just gotta keep digging. You gotta keep at it, or else you ain't gonna get it. You gotta keep going after the target. You can't just run away from it. You gotta. No matter how time consuming it may be, no matter how much of your life you waste, if you have a target in mind, you have to pursue it. You have to achieve it. You have to believe in it, you know? You know? Mm. 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 You know, I remember playing Stardew Valley once. The first time. Recently. A few weeks ago. I have never played Stardew Valley until a few weeks ago. But I was playing it and I had a fun time. It's definitely a different pace. Because, I don't know. It might just be me getting into it, but it feels like there is pressure to do a lot of stuff. Like there's avenues that open up, but for me, this might just be me when I first like play games, but like that are more open, which I love playing very open games. But it feels like there's this big pressure to start doing things for me. which I guess literally bleeds into this because I do literally make these lists to complete everything. That's a bit on me now that I think about it. I very rarely ever play games just to once they end that it's over for me. I very rarely do that. I've had the same like small I think compare it relative to other people's like game lists, I have a very small Steam list. So yeah. A B C. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. As simple as do re mi A B C. 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. I'm gonna get through to singing songs. I mean, I guess there's nobody here, and I don't like encouraging drama stuff, but apparently there's some big exclamation point drama with like a slightly aged filter and like ominous lighting on Markiplier specifically, about like Poppy Playtime or whatever. I don't know. But that's happening right now. And I'm just talking about things that are happening, except for that one big thing that's happening. Because I don't listen, I'll go near internet drama because I think it's silly. I ain't going near political drama. Because that is 20 times more toxic, might I add. 20 times much more influential and much beyond my depth of understanding. But I can make fun of gamers being a gamer myself. After all, I am streaming. So that must make me a gamer, right? Anyway, but no, I think whenever like not nonsense, but like drama like that picks up, and yeah, like every slop channel and their mother is going on about how X is right about wrong, X is right about this, and B is right about that, and it's like you have like a Subway Surfers, or you have a Minecraft parkour map, the same Minecraft parkour map, might I add, going around. It somewhat amuses me. All right. How much people give a crap about stuff. I mean, admittedly, I did see the clip of the Mr. Marky Moo man, and he did seem particularly angry, and it is the internet, so people are gonna take that and run wild with it. So, but I don't know. I think the idea that people get so angry that with vitriol, and like when a content creator or whatever disparages a thing, even if they're just complaining and critiquing it, right? Everybody everywhere is either defending it, accusing them of like polluting it and bullying the people, or on the other hand, just like gives like the elements of a community who don't like this particular thing, media, fandom, whatever, the go ahead really to run wild and actually do all that harassment stuff, which is just, it is what it is. But yeah, that's what's going on right now with Poppy Playtime. Me personally, I like when all this like mascot horse stuff. I mean, like I was up on the what is it, on the rise of mascot horror with Five Nights at Freddy's and all that. I saw Bendy's and the Ink Machine stuff, but it was something that like I didn't really ever get into Bendy and the Ink Machine or Poppy Playtime or Garden of Banban to pull back to the Mr. Markiplier man, right? Because it all felt so like, I don't know, it felt a bit too, I don't know, too risky, right? For the investment of my attention, if that makes sense. Or like, I don't know. I'd rather wait till the story was done than like go and just keep like waiting on the hype train for it to be amazing. I'd rather just wait for the story to be done and then, you know, deal with it and play with it then, because it's all these like mascot horror games that release in chapters and whatnot. They keep ending on like cliffhangers or unresolved whatevers, which is fine, but it just gets to the point where they keep building up to this great big mystery that there's a chance they might never pay it off. And when the fallout of that happens, I guess this kind of time I ran out of playtime. I don't know. I just figure I'd kind of dodge that whole thing, but I don't know. I usually don't get into mascot horror, not because I particularly hate it or like it's evil, because like it can work. I do firmly believe that just about every genre, idea, or topic in a creative setting can work if you put in like if the execution's right, right? But I do think that it's just I don't know. I'm personally kind of, it kind of feels a bit oversaturated, if that makes any sense. And I don't know, it's the whole setup is based off of like keeping you hooked and not completing the story for long enough, right? And when you finally complete the story, you have to have like a really good ending, or else it's just not gonna feel fulfilling, right? But mm, mm, mm. Aye. Mm. Though admittedly, Poppy playtime does look leagues better than Garden of Banban. But even though I understand that, I guess there's a softer spot. And why am I evaluating this as a reference to the big man himself? I don't know. Um, I don't like I don't know. It's all just mediocre, you know. There's a good chance these games are gonna be mediocre and like trying to focus on so many things that they forget like the story that they're supposed to be focused on, I guess. I don't know. Because again, a lot of them start with like a demo, right? And then they expand like a demo or a creepy place or like a strange character design, right? And they slowly expand the story, but because they didn't necessarily actually think about how it was going to end, or think about what the ending is, or put much thought into the characters up until the next game, it all just kind of becomes, what's the phrase? Is it kudzu? Kudzu plot? I don't know. Something that just keeps backtracking and overcomplicating itself, and the payoff just becomes so diminished because it just becomes so hyper complicated. As you know, the big bad's bad, horrible, anxious past of your character design, whatever, that you're integrated in the story now. It's all chaos, or it just keeps going on and on and on, and sometimes it just needs a step back to collect itself, which I hope they do. But yeah, I do think game franchises, like, I guess, what is it, Five Nights at Freddy's is the one, but like I guess you saw it with Silent Hill, you saw it with Resident Evil, you saw it with well, I guess Call of Duty is never gonna die, but you kind of see it with Call of Duty, where like they keep going on so on long with the franchise, keep trying to cram it. I guess Call of Duty is not necessarily the same level because you're usually just there for the gameplay. The story's, in my opinion, always been just like action movie stuff, so it's kind of, I don't know. You can go wrong there, but what is it? They've been able to settle on like the right balance of it all to properly churn it out. But like you have a franchise that goes on for so long that the original, I guess, Call of Duty. Take Call of Duty out of the equation. Call of Duty is a different beast entirely. But if it's like a series that has a set plot, a set story, a set something or other, right? That like has wrapped up, or I don't know, I don't know, has wrapped up, or you didn't plan out properly, then continuously trying to continue the story when there's just not enough creative juice flowing there is from what I've seen, right? Detrimental to the final product, right? Giving something time and air to breathe isn't necessarily a bad idea. You don't have to keep just going and grinding in the next installment over the next installment. As profitable as it might be, because eventually you're gonna I personally think you'd have a greater reputation and a greater profit in my mind if you just held on to your horses and made sure the product was at least passable, right? Instead of just continually cramming out more and more garbo and ruining a franchise that, I mean, I guess reboots are a thing, but you might not need to reboot if you just held onto your horses, right? For long enough to let the developments develop enough, you know? I don't know. I did play Victoria 3 recently. Man, no, because now I know what my focus for what I want to make is here. I'm kind of avoiding Victoria 3 because it's a Minecraft like level game, right? It's a Minecraft level of achievement hunting, or like adjustment or whatever. Not achievement hunting, but like of completionist, right? Even just the achievement hunting. That's the thing. Even just the achievement hunting of Victoria 3 is on that scale. And I don't have any of the DLC, and it's also expensive. Paradox charges a lot for, admittedly, well, it depends. It depends on how much content you're getting, but sometimes you get a good chunk of content, but point is, it might cost you $200 for an entire game at one point. So I usually stick with vanilla and the free updates because I can. Oh yeah, apparently they have a new studio has taken over City Skylines 2, which, you know what? Kind of sad that because Colossal Order did a good job with City Skylines in retrospect. It's all in retrospect. They had a few bumpy DLCs, but by and large they did a pretty good job. And it's a bit sad that I guess they're not doing their things, but I do wonder what the next game that Colossal Order is gonna do. And again, like what is it? You do have like the big city sim channels, like I guess what is it? What's his face? City Panner Plays or whatever. Being optimistic about this change, but I don't know. As far as all that goes, I'd rather hold my enthusiasm till I see it, right? Until we see the product working, until we see the product in repeated good like output of DLC and whatnot, I'll withhold my enthusiasm because I don't know. Enthusiasm is earned. Don't you understand? The paradox is earned. You can't just buy my enthusiasm with enough YouTuber. Well, what are you doing there, darling? I'm sorry, you must be lost. Let me take you back to the grave in which you belong. I guess that makes sense, given I have never lit up this area, ever. That there'd be mobs up here. Oh my goodness. It just keeps going, don't it? It keeps going. Ugh. Hey, bud. Okay, well, I've lit up this area. How do I indicate there's stuff to do here? I don't want to grab all these resources. I'm gonna wall this off with this. Put like a chest here to indicate to my future self and confuse my future self that there's stuff to do here, but whatever. Hopefully I did it so strange and weirdly that when I come back to it, I'll be like, oh, there was something over here. That's right. Hmm. And oh my gosh, everybody knows the um oh yeah, I was just going on the mascot horror, right? But everybody knows how disastrous the launch of Victoria 3, the launch of what is it? I guess of some DLCs for Hoi 4, the launch of City Skylines 2 was. It's just I Paradox, and it doesn't seem to be getting, I don't know. It seems to be meandering at this point. I guess EU5 came out recently, and that one was pretty alright. It was functional, which is better state than Victoria 3 was in. But it's kind of at this point now where Paradox seems to be just releasing stuff without properly quality assurance checking their output, and it's come to the detriment of the trust of their product. And even though, like, as far as like, what is it, war simulation games and whatnot, you're never gonna get something, or not never, but you don't have anything that can compete really with Hoi 4 or Victoria 3, yet anyway. Oh, you probably do. It's just I don't know where they are. But I haven't heard of them anyway, which I guess is kind of the thing, is that like I haven't like seen at all of a game that might be a competitor to Victoria 3, right? I've heard of that there's one like being crowdfunded or in development a few years back, but I haven't heard any more on that. So I guess, where's it going with this? Monopoly money? No. But it does seem that like Paradox is going down the route of just cram as much product out as you can, you know? Who cares about the stuff? Or I do know that they tried, I think they tried to have a quality product but at a higher price with the, well no, they definitely did. There's no tried to, they did. But as far as successful was, because I do know the most recent DLC for Hearts of Iron 4, it's a bit buggy, which whatever. But by and large, it's pretty all right. What they did was interesting, and they reworked like the auction system, and it works pretty well, and the faction system, which works pretty well. But it is $30, which all their other DLC, which some you can argue sometimes are even more inclusive, are like $15, which again, pricing and all that, whatever. Well, not whatever. I do care about pricing, but it felt like a kind of curveball, which to me kind of indicates more problematic stuff going on deeper at Paradox, or why they keep either putting out a lesser product that looks like it was more cheaply made, or pricing their stuff. Hopefully they're still being functional. Yeah. I don't know if I brought this up before. I probably brought it up before, but I do kind of, and again, I am a hypocrite because I am here trying to, I guess, kind of make it, or not make it, but like, I am here like, I guess, supporting this, this, I don't know, content creator industry or whatever. But I think there is something to be said about the I don't know, I guess kind of ironic parasitic relationship between like sponsorship deals of content creators and the end product of the games, right? Because there are so many companies that like they make like mediocre products and mediocre whatnot, because so much of their like money is going to advertising, because they're paying for streamers to advertise it. They're paying for their ads everywhere across the internet. They're paying for ads on TV, and a lot of money for streamers, because streamers are making their living off of that stuff, right? And but the product is just bad, but they keep making the sales because I think that what they're selling is more just they're selling the ability to pay for more ads to favorite YouTuber. So it's a kind of an ironic feedback system where you have like YouTubers, or I guess content creators, influencers, whatever, endorsing bad products or going around complaining about bad products because they keep getting advertised, or because the money is going to this advertising rather than the actual product. Which is, I don't think I'm any, but I mean, I haven't taken an ad deal, so I might be slightly better. I might be able to make that claim for myself, but it is an ironic twist of fate, right? People keep complaining that there's too much money going into advertisements in the actual games, and I mean, people like what is it? If you're a contractor, you're not irresponsible for somebody contracting out something that they don't need at their own detriment, but it is a bit I don't know, problematic and ironic that the what is it? The very thing that's, I guess, making the biggest noise about the lower quality of video games is potentially a leading cause. Even though, again, I don't think, what is it? I don't think, what the hell? Oh. That, I just got it. Sad text. Sad text. But it's, at least being perpetuated, the habit of the companies, because they're making so much profit off of just advertising, they don't actually have to make a good product. It's just, I don't know, ironic. Alright. Man, the retro music has been looping, but I haven't noticed it really, so I haven't gone insane. And there is no elf meditation in any of these playlists, because that would literally drive me badonkers. Even more badonkers than I am talking to myself out on the internet with delusions of grandeur, as though my opinions have any weight or meaning to be shared with. But yeah, no, that song is not enjoyable. I wonder, does the phase of the moon show up on this? It might be. Who knows? That'd be a nice attention to detail and very difficult to pull off if it was, so congrats to them. Alright, save the game. Because we just finished one more quarter of this whole stupid thing I got myself into. Alright. They're gonna infinitely be bouncing each other, I can tell. I think maybe not. I mean, it seems like losing momentum. Not really, though. Never mind. Huh. Strange. Very strange. I'm gonna make myself a new pickaxe, and if they keep doing that, it's gonna be real cool. my goodness. Goodness. Five. Five. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's fine. It's just the roof. The roof I'm less, like, worried about filling in because I do think I'm gonna raise the roof eventually. But, I don't usually pay attention to video gaming. Oh, there was a game that I wanted to play, but it's 20 bucks, and I'm like, I'm cheap. And it seems to be a shorter game, and maybe not my particular style of game, but I one time bought a game that was also that. I have this weird thing where, except for like game when I'm playing this, which is all I play video games now, so thank goodness my mind's made up. But when on my own, and I'm trying to look for a video game to play, I keep being so indecisive about what I want to play at the moment that I feel bad. I need to pick a game to play, but nothing feels quite right. And the ones that I do want to play, I'm worried like, oh, am I wasting too much time playing this game instead of playing another game that could be more fun? It's like, ugh. Yeah, you know, yeah. Sure. I think you get like like 20 durability when you do stuff like that. Which, if I was min-maxing, I could probably make a pickaxe last like 5 pickaxes or something. But I don't want to do that. Oh my goodness, maybe we can finally, like, clean out this quarter of the stuff. Oh my god, I don't think so because we're like 30 minutes away from closing the stream or so. But oh my goodness, we've made a pretty big dent. I will say we've made a pretty big dent into the conundrum. La la. I'm digging down a square, chiseling slowly through and through. I'm digging, shaving this down. How about you? My goodness. I might actually make it in this pickaxe alone. No, I'm not gonna make it. We're already too far past the brink of, yep, there you go. In this next pickaxe alone, I might actually make it to the other side. My goodness. My goodness gracious. Oh man, I wish I could play video games. I wish video games were real. It's still doing it. It's still doing it. Look at that. Look. Oh, I can't zoom in, but look at that over there. It's still doing it. I think I know what the what is it? The screenshot's gonna be for this next thing. Oh. Hmm. All right, there we go. And then we'll do another 5. Another 5. Another 5. Because then each and every other one we're gonna do 4. Yes, 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 yeah, yeah. My goodness. My goodness. Because after this, we're gonna only have 4 rows left and columns left. And then after that, it's only gonna be 2. And then after that, we're done. Yes. Yes, iron. Where was the iron over there? Why is it all over here? What's up with that? Why is that? I'm not crazy. That was this distribution seems quite unfair if you ask me. I believe. My goodness. Can I play like the music discs or whatever eventually? Can I do that? I think we'll have the copy. I'll name it the copyright infringement stream when we. Because I wrote down that I have to experience every sound in the game, so that's the one stream that we're gonna actually play the sounds, play the music, play the songs, you know. There we go. Okay. Well, at least it's day, so there's gonna be no mobs spawning over there. As we build ourselves more pickaxe. More pickaxe for the pickaxe pile. Alright, let's do this. And then... yeah, okay. I just gotta add like arrows for motion or whatever. And then we'll say perpetual motion question mark. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's funny. I mean, what is it? I mean, like, unfortunately, clickbait works. I can attest to that. It's just like, or I guess not. Well, yeah, you know what? The lowest form of clickbait does work, because I remember I once made a Portal 2 stream where I was like, you come in and you tell me what you want me to play, and I got more viewers than I did in a long time. Which is just, it makes me feel cruddy. I mean, like, the thing about it is, like, it's so dishonest, or well, not dishonest. It's, I guess it's not dishonest or discreative, but it's problematic. It encourages problematic behavior, you know? I don't know. The way I see it is that, like, doing stuff like that encourages, like, people to treat you like a chew toy, or I guess a clown for their specifically their music. And it's not like you are. I mean, not you are. I am a clown. Well, I didn't go to clown college, but I am more or less a goober, here for somebody else's entertainment. But it does like have problematic, you know, things associated with it if you don't know what you're doing. And I didn't know what I was doing. Or if you do it way too much, right? because there's always the chance that you could just like not react the proper way or whatnot, or and people would get upset at that, or and also for me it just kind of felt gross to do because it's not necessarily people coming by to enjoy the content, it's more people coming by to just backseat game, which is, for me anyway, I don't like backseat gaming. I do my best not to, because like for me, when I'm watching a stream and whatnot, and I think there's a way to go about doing it, I do get that urge to like type in a suggestion in the chat for what somebody should do, but then I slowly started to enjoy just like what is it, waiting for the moment it clicks for somebody else, or seeing how they play, because when I realize a way to play the game that might feel more optimal or something, you know, realizing how, not realizing, but like seeing how people go about it and progressing in the game is also kind of interesting, because the whole point of games is maybe there's an intended way to go about getting enjoyment out of it or winning it, but part of the fun of games is that interactability, is that decision from you. So I've slowly actually started to come around to enjoying I guess not just like being a bystander, like knowing the solution, sure, but watching how somebody else gets the solution themselves, or doesn't even get the solution but still manages to enjoy the game, right? It's interesting stuff. Good content, in my opinion. We're so close. The hour is at hand. I've never, well, I have played Terraria, but I couldn't ever really get into it, you know? Probably because I think that's the thing early on, is that I expected so many games to act like different games, you know? Because like like Terraria has a pixelated, and Minecraft has a pixelated feel. They're both survival games, right? But that's where things kind of stop, because Terraria is more like a, I guess kind of like an RPG of sorts, right? Um, or I guess kind of in the vein of Zelda, right? Or Legend of Zelda, right? Um, sorry. But it's but I like, when I got into that, I expected it so much to act like Minecraft, right? Um, I just couldn't get into it because it felt so different, because, and I was a little kid, so like if it wasn't Minecraft, it wasn't worth playing. But yeah. Okay, we're about to run out of space here. Please, pretty please, could you let me reach to the other side? Except I can't, because I'm gonna run out of space before I get over there. And I've already run out of torch, so it's not happening. But please, please, please. I can get 6 more blocks. There we go, and away we go over here. How's our perpetual motion generator going? Perpetual? Great, it's great. We have already filled up. All right. Oh no. Oh no. I can smelt my iron. I probably have 64 by now, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. There's also that chest up there, but I'd rather not deal with that. Okay, there you go. Start smelting that iron, please. 1, 2, wait, no. Okay. Have this and this, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do that, and then we'll go grab that, and then we'll start mining again. Yay! We'll start doing the name of the game! Oh crap, Didn't craft any more torches. That might be important. Ever so mightily, just to be important. Right. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Hmm. There we go. Yeah. Oh, but something that also gets onto me is like, when you see like Twitch streams like have like drama, big drama, drop list on. I might be doing someone specific, but whenever like you have a Twitch stream that has like drops on, it's like what drops for video games? I hate that because like if you build your base off of like loot drops or whatever, like the people aren't there for the enjoying the content, they're there to get the free stuff, which kind of also adds in my like the detriment cycle of whatever, but of like video game quality, because or I guess the free stuff is just in-game stuff, but they are paying somebody for advertising, whatever. But again, I'm not trying to like bash anything. If it's a good game, it's a good game. But just, I don't know, an observation, I guess, or a theory, hypothesis. That's the better one. That's the more accurate one to what I think is actually going on there. Yeah. Or yeah, like in all caps, you know. Big drama today. We're gonna be going over what's going on with the Marky movie. I don't know why. Listen, for some reason, the main YouTuber that I watch to this day is the Mr. Markiplier man. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's entertaining, which is why, but can't believe Jacksepticeye said this with following the Penguin Zero Moist Critical or whatever. A dramedy, you know? I can't believe Nintendo did this. And they I don't know. It feels like it's distracting from everything. Alright. Alright. Do you see? Do you see the future ahead of us? It's looking bright, yes. It's looking bright indeed. We're about to finish the cavern. And then we'll get to the hole. Now, I guess... I didn't need to clear out this big of an area for the size of hole that I want, but I did. I mean, I guess looking over there, how big this hole's gonna be, maybe I did want to do this. So, maybe it makes sense. Maybe. Just maybe it makes sense. Maybe. Only maybe, though. Only maybe. I see all the blocks that they have in the new game, and listen, I'm no Minecraft builder. Part of me doing this from the very beginning is so I can, like, slowly build up that skill and whatnot. But I look at all the fancy cool stuff they have and I see like what I have. I'm like, listen, I'm no builder in Minecraft, but I don't have nearly as much stuff. Nor do I have all the, oh my goodness, if I had a beacon right now. A beacon! Or if I could get a beacon. If I didn't have to, if diamonds, like if I had mending so my tools were like refreshable, right? I don't know how happy I'd be. Oh, that'd be wonderful. Wonderful world. Well, that's years off. Probably. Literally years off. Which is fine. Again, I don't understand why. Well, no. I mean, I could go off and, like, speed run the list I made, but I want to go at a more, like, nuanced pace, right? Play the Minecraft the way I want to play Minecraft. Because I haven't actually, aside from when I had it, like, on Pocket Edition, I I never really like played Minecraft outside of like creative mode to actually just play it, you know? I remember one time I tried to build a castle in Xbox edition. Um, but that ran into the problem of I was trying to do it based off of the stone we had gotten, and I quickly ran out of stone. Which makes sense, given how much, like, the actual scale of how much resources stuff takes, just for, like, a large chamber. And I guess that's kind of why I'm so, like, focused on, basically, at this point in time, this is basically just a quarry, right? That I'm going to be expanding later into something better. But oop. Oop. But yeah, no, because like now I have so much stone, right? Or cobblestone that's waiting to be smelted, and I have a lot of dirt, I have a lot of gravel. The gravel one, I don't think I'm gonna have nearly enough for what I want to do, because I want the gravel to be like, I want to have roads between each outpost that I have, on top of like a, what is it? Oh, I guess. Let's see, 1, 2. Okay. As I probably should build this thing that I meant to build. There you go. There we go. There we go. Okay. This, you know, without the shulker boxes and all that, I'm so glad that these do have a use now. In this version of the game, at the very least, because you don't really use chest, well, unless you're doing like redstone stuff, which again, I have very rarely played Minecraft in that depth. When I was a kid, I was playing Pocket Edition. Oh right, I was going something about Pocket Edition before I got sidetracked. But I guess the joys of oh right, but I never really played Minecraft outside of that, and it was usually always in creative mode too. I kind of did build like I did get really into like a Minecraft Pocket Edition to the point where like I literally made myself another core and did all that stuff. If anybody knows, you know. But what a nether core is, but it was I don't know. Not nostalgic, but I've never really actually gotten into redstone, into building. I've seen videos about it, sure. I'm never actually that deep into the depths of it, you know? And that's what I'm kind of trying to do now. The mechanics of the game. Enjoying the game for what it is instead of just being on the sidelines of playing it casually, you know? Even though there's literally nobody asking me to get this in depth into it, I want to, you know? I would like to. I need to. I have to. They'll find me if I don't. Who? Wouldn't you like to know? Come on. Come on. Okay. I could leave this off for tomorrow because we are nearly time to wrap up. But I am 30 minutes late. So I could push it off by 30 minutes, you know? Are you still smelting over there? Oh, I want to see if I can't make a super smelter with a smoker and super smelter with a smithing. No. Whatever, is it the ore smelter? I think it's literally just ore smelter. But with those two things to see how fast they go, you know. Oh, auto crafters! Oh my goodness, I'm gonna. Ah. I remember I saw the Mumbo, like, I guess Mumbo, not mod showcase, I guess? It's not a series he does, but over, like, a very vanilla way of, like, doing, auto crafting in Minecraft, where you'd, like, it would work like a, I don't know. it would work like a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a hopper, right? Or like, I guess a furnace, right? Where you'd be putting blocks in, and you'd have to use like you'd have to use like hopper timing and whatnot. You'd have to like fit all the stuff in and make sure that like the proper things are powering the proper things when the proper things need to be powered, to put in the right blocks, and you're using pistons, and it was pretty big. It's not saying, I'm not saying that you don't have to do all that now, but when I saw that, it was this, I think whoever works at Mojang had the exact same like reaction. It was like, why don't we do it like that? Which is why it now exists today, but I want it. Oh my gosh, if I could automate, you could, because like at this point of the game, you can literally automate like stone collection, right? Right? Like, because you can just get it with a TNT duper. Like pick up pick it up with a minecart, have it automatically craft or automatically smelt in smooth stone. Craft all the blocks you want automatically. Craft all the brick blocks you want automatically. I will say the only thing that I do wonder if they're ever gonna do is introduce like that same redstone equivalent for the thing like the stone cutter, you know? Oh right, the stone cutter. That was a Minecraft Pocket Edition original. I remember that. Yes, I never I never brewed potions in Minecraft Pocket Edition. Wait. Was it a Pocket Edition original, or was it an original Xbox Edition? I think it was original Pocket Edition, if I'm not crazy. I've seen people play Pocket Edition like as a because they still have the APK file somewhere. I wanna do that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Sure. We'll do like this. We'll do it like that. But yeah, no, I remember because it was a lot, because that was how you crafted stuff, because it like had the side button menu of all the things and the tools, and sure you could open up the crafting bench itself, but it was a lot easier to tap the things and scroll down and do all that stuff. I really hope that they listen. I understand Bedrock ain't the most popular thing, and on top of the fact that it has microtransactions now too. But I do really hope if they force Bedrock to be the main thing, the main version of Minecraft everywhere, that they do two things: A, have it runnable on Linux, please, and then B, keep it out like allow it to be more technical, because from what I hear, Redstone and Bedrock Edition isn't nearly as I don't know, as user friendly, I guess, or Redstone engineer friendly, or engineering friendly, period, as it could be. And I really hope they're able to fix that. A perpetual motion. But let's do this, and we do this, and then we do that, and then we do it like this, and then we still have sticks. So got stick. Let me smash. No, we're gonna finish off that corner there before we call it quits today. Phone. That wasn't my intention. Alright, we're almost done. We're almost done. Then I'm gonna clear out everything except that pillar in the middle. Pillar in the middle. Alright, there's a thing going on Friday that I gotta be a part of. I don't want to do that thing on Friday that I have to do for work. I mean, I accepted that I was gonna do it. I'm gonna be there. I don't wanna. I really don't want. Hmm. Hmm. All right. All right. It is done. It is done. Oh. Okay. And now I'm gonna pick up this one dirt specifically. And we're done. We're done. Alright, let's do this and then we'll do this and this and then do that. And then we're gonna collect you. So hey, I came down with an amount of iron and I'm going back up with that similar-ish amount of iron. I do think I want to... I have the iron for it, actually. I really should. Kind of set up those full things I was taught. You know what? I think I have a better idea of what I'm going to do instead. But it would be helpful. It's fine. Alright, let's see how this is gonna go, huh? Okay. Let's, for no particular reason, other than I want to, let's do this. Finally, huh? Is that not centered? Is that too close? It might be too close. To be visually appealing, that is. No other reason than it might just be not quite the vibe that I'm going for here. Which means I am going to have to use a good chunk more rail to do the thing I want to do. But don't worry about it. Boop. No. Boop. Yeah, there it is. The rail that I collected from the mining. Or the mine shaft, rather. And because we were so many chunks away, I doubt that any of our sugarcane has grown. But whatever. 'Twas bound to happen. 'Twas bound to happen. Alright. Wonderful. Well, there we go. Just sleep, sleep, sleep. Just sleepy, sleep. Alright. Alright. Now we're gonna do a thing. And we'll probably want to improve upon this design later down the line, but for right now, this will do. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Because we're going to have like an arch over here and yada yada, and then we're going to have, oh, well, never mind. Maybe not like this exactly. Where's my axe? It's down there. Alright. Okay. Okay. And we're gonna go this away. This away here. And over here. Boop, boop. Now we have too many things for that, right? Which is a problem, right? Which might be a big problem. But I don't have any dirt on me. But I saw. Well, no, they're not gonna go forward. They're gonna be pushed forward. This sucks. My idea sucks. Whatever. We'll just do it like this, and then we'll deal with the consequences and fallout of it later, huh? Well, let's get all these fools upstairs. Then we'll call it a night. I am so glad we finally did it. It only took us a whole diamond pickaxe and like 7 or 11 iron pickaxes. Not 7 or 11, jeez, like 11 or 14 iron pickaxes, but we did it. We did it! Alright. Probably a lot more than that, now that I think about it. Where's the coal one? Are you the coal one? No, you're the cobblestone one. You're the coal one. Alright. Alright, you fool. Get going. Y'all gotta get going. What's the crafting recipe for a redstone? What is it? Powered rail. Hold on. Oh. Huh. Right. Perpetual motion can happen. Forgot about that. What is this crafting recipe? Painting. Gold, stick, and redstone. Okay. Intriguing. Fascinating. Why are all of you being weird? Can you fix them being weird, please? Are we missing one? We're totally missing one. We're missing many. What happened to them? I kind of want to get to the bottom of this before ending tonight, so we're gonna do that instead. Iron. We'll worry about that later. Here, I'm just gonna place a chest down, put my stuff in it, so I can start sorting through all the stuff, because I'd like to keep this stuff in my inventory once we start actually crafting the thing. Where did the other ones go? Where did they go? I had like 2 of these filled with cobblestone, no? I mean, I'm glad it's not the one that's missing. The one that's missing isn't the one with all the... Isn't the one with the actual valuable stuff. Or I guess semi-valuable stuff. More or less just flint and coal. But where did it go? I'm a bit concerned. Oh! I guess they stack unfortunate ways. Okay. Strange. There we are. Okay, that makes more sense. So they're inside of each other by some miracle. There we go. We're already about to have 8 chests full of cobblestone. I might have no, wait, I have 16. Okay, cool. But that's still quite a bit from just this excursion. And we're planning on strip mining. Well, I'm planning on strip mining this season, so... Was it the orientation of the stuff that did this weird? Okay. Interesting knowledge facts. Interesting knowledge facts. Okay. It is strange. Alright, let's get all this goodies in and out. Okay. That does help quite a bit. Okay. Dort. 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 Let's see. Gravel, gravel, gravel. Okay. Oh yeah, but I want to have like lines of materials going to and from what is it? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I just need 2. Lines of railroads on top of normal paths, on top of another hub, on top of wherever it's applicable, a port for each place. So, and like little guides along the lake or ocean. I feel like that would be fun. Okay. Oh. Also have bone and rotten flesh. Ooh, my axe. Great. Okay. Alright. We'll put the dirt away and then we'll call it a night. We'll scan our lists, call it a night. Dort, dort, dort. Bones, bones. I like bones. Bones are good for me. I like bones. Give them all to me. Speaking of Markiplier stuff. I guess that's more Wade, Anthony Barnes stuff, but you know. Oh, that's not how buttons work. Okay. Actually. Here, we'll be over here while this is happening, because it's about to be night, whatever. So we're for sure loading this chunk. So we can grow these crops. Ooh. Alright. Let's go open the list. That's not the button to open the list. This is the button to open the list. And then you type in that, and then you look at the list, and then you go over here and they open recent documents, and we have the list. Okay. So. Crafting. We didn't really craft anything. Crafted diamond pickaxe last time, but nothing new this time, I don't think. No. Discovery? We didn't discover anything. Experience? Did we experience anything? Oh, wait, hold on. We did experience a raining crescent at some point. I think that's fair enough. We're still level 16. Oops, time to go to bed. Okay. Okay, alright, okay. Strange. Strange. Strange stuff indeed is happening right now. Very strange. Ain't no doubt about it. Strange. Strange things. So... Cool. Anywhoozle. We have not experienced any of these musics or airs or whatever. VOD. Cool. Well, I haven't done any of that stuff, so cool. Farming. We did harvest cactus. That's true. That's a true fact. About our world, about our land, about our life. Okay. Mobs. No, we failed to kill a thing. Usage, we did use a diamond pickaxe. So where did you go? Now where did the diamond pickaxe go? Sort by category, please. Yes, we did. We did mine ore, and we did mine stone. There we go. That's that done. Locations and world data, cool. Great. Well, that's that. Hey, listen. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're having a lovely night, evening, and or day. Hello? There you go. And, yeah, oh wait, hold on that. Okay, hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing okay. Goodbye.